na se mi fo yi mu kroje se asantemo na ye de beso mu se o se krom anapa no nsia empa mu kase bo no ye de ebeso mu kai se kase Boye twego live o Facebook ko na ko like na share na afoforo so enya bi enhwe ensem no dos na de dimu akote enie eno ada ko pie mu on na se bedwa fie a ho ensem bi esori e wo ho nom na ensem ben ene sori e wo ho no ye be ko na de emu nchiremu e de ba beso mu ena no be
CEO Dema Financial Intelligence Center ensem bi atujwa efa Ofori Atta ho
eno ada health minister any public account committee ekoshia edwin komo efa health insurance ho
enra ma mi je no poku agema ebe pie mo menhia imfie botaye be nti na oba ho ejabra ne bi ato bibie ni michima western north na eba ne sei ye be ko ne de mama de bonso ede be somo ene anobe New China mo I was Santasa Star Junction enra ejabra ni bi so to ho no we ma nam so ma eniema bebre ena eseye we ni ensem bi ni makeka ho ne na no pe ya boabo ne abo ne bede ne de be somo se o se kroma no pa no nsia empa mu kase bo no ya de ebe somo ya na ya je brana keka kase Boye ede mamo no edi ameje so ne o so mpa hene bawa ayarega akupie na ba David me ni menu aba ma minya kon abro no ma afa ejibre ne tie kase no entremu CEO Dema Financial Intelligence Center Honorable Albert Kojochumbuafo on na de ensem bi atudwa se ebe ya nka ya ma Ofori Atta enka ni finance minister Edema MPP aban no o ma no meyi ne ho an fi se o won sem bisa bebra Ghana for si e bisa papa no.
What is the challenge with being able to extradite Ofori Atta?
That's a difficult one. The OSP is now working with the AG's department to make sure that they have a case that they can present to the US authorities. That is not easy because I'll tell you that we have a mutual legal agreement with the United States government. But in the case of the money launderers that they took away, it took them 6 years.
Okay.
They had to come and present a case to our judges here because our judges, and rightfully so, will scrutinize extradition requests to the T. Because I don't think anybody is happy to extradite our citizens back to any foreign country without putting a fine-tooth comb through the evidence. So there are several.
Yedi ani echemu ewo mrese bedwafie na otwi mu de mrese bedwafie ho no mu nsema edija na otwi mu ana Speaker of Parliament Kingsford Abambape eba bonte ebeka se ansa na mrese bedwafo betena se na omadi omujuma no ebo se omunya mrese bedwafo mako 92 ansa na omotimi atena se edi omujuma na enu ada omkopie mrese bedwafie no sa hye no antumi ankoso enam so emadom kuma omwo mrese bedwafie ho no sorry e ka ho asem se Speaker of Parliament on sorry na once anye hye foforo se na ebe ya ebeboa.
It should be discussed here in this house. Government business. And yet, one is in line with them. Super majority. The Ministers of Parliament. They say we are micro minority. Numbers. On December 7th. The Ghanaian people gave them an extraordinary mandate. It should be discussed here in this house. Government business. And yet, one is in line with them. Super majority. The Ministers of Parliament, they say we are micro minority. Numbers, quantities, on December 7th.
Enra na otumfo osei tutu ebie anase wo twa ahomemede ama ahafo North Mines ewo afasuri krom we nam so ma His Excellency na je no poko agyeman ebe pie mo menhia ahemfie na sei ene koye.
aswa ne de ne echemu health minister na kache senior medical kan mrese bedwafi da na ekoso saa so na health minister honorable cabinet Mintah Akandah ono so na otwe mu ono so ma twene saa na mso ma enra eda cabinet Mintah Akandah health minister no wone National Health Insurance Authority chief executives ekoshia public account committee emo twin komo edify health insurance scheme eno ho na omosem omokani bi ni say health insurance no ekura now the hospital mu a sika hospital wo no omo eje no eno a na omo je omo mfa enye adwuma eno na cabinet Mintah Akandah aba bonten abeka se sika omo je sika no obehwe na ode tabo ade ato omo so na adwuma dia omo sika e wo ho no mo no obema omo so ayeshipa.
What is left, and I must be very, very honest with the committee, is the issue of co-payment, where in some cases when you go to some facilities, though you have the National Health Insurance card, some of the facilities will be asking you to pay more. We have not completely dealt with that, but plans are far in advance. We have stakeholders engagement. It has come up strongly, and so I will allow the CEO to throw light on the strategies we are adopting, what we are doing at the moment to deal with the issue of co-payment. CEO.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you, Honourable Minister. So as Honourable Minister said, there were a few issues that were bringing this up. The irregular payments, which now we're paying monthly. The service and medicines tariffs have been reviewed. The medicines tariffs are now realistic and have been in place since March this year. The service tariffs will be implemented in a few months after Honourable Minister and the board approve it. The third one is that even despite us doing this, as what has been mentioned, some of the facilities have people who still collect monies, and they call it co-payment or top-ups. We've set up a committee to deal with this, and we have a strict sanctions regime. So once we are also doing our part, paying regularly and paying realistically, as soon as we realize that these facilities are collecting monies which they term co-payments, which are illegal payments, we will apply those sanctions that are in our law, and it could include getting them off this scheme, which is a very important scheme. So we want to actually also name and shame. For example, I want to put it on record that Goso Hospital, they have clearly stated that they will not allow top-ups, and they are implementing that. So we are encouraging the hospitals, and there are quite a number of them, we are encouraging the hospitals that have put this in place, and we will sanction those that are doing the wrong thing. Thank you, Chair.
Please, what is top-ups in the hospitals?
Abusu ameto aso anameda so health minister akache ebro pray free public account committee wono ensentwefo no ne kasa no di nsem bi tu ja se ebeya nka honorable Benadoko Boye enka ne health minister edema MPP aban onka na nuntum na health center na na se health ministry no problem bi o mu face na eyo no enede aba
free enano pa me sorry am for be send me niema bia me nua Okoe Boye atro ba me tuni for say no question on the cancer umu an because anyema no bebe ye drew higher ye cancer asem we nyina on the koso ye in fact overpayment no overpayment no back e happen $5 million e happen in November 2024, and so he granted that payment. In any case, so no if he said there was nothing wrong with the contract, that there was nothing like a prevent so maybe renew contract not on our position, because when you try my contract in once and I renew, you could have renewed it. And so baby omudi have do no the best way they are ready say person lamentation we want to solve the issues, and I'm very happy so no if indeed the yeso action on the choya is confirming that the vendor has been overpaid. Me you say concentrating.
Yeah, to us one any Echrimu office of the special prosecutor Kisi Ajabe Akache Enra na Oba Bontin Beye Centrefo Eshemua or can in same midifa can Ofori Atta who send sema be deja ene beduni yensa enka no na ne sema o kan say efisa bre ekopim say November boso me be kwa awiye no kwan am be fa so amonsa be ka can Ofori Atta ne gofo bi mu asika bi no e fa wo monsa ase no onsa e be ka wo
promotion based on false and unverified claims. 2. The SML contracts were attended by egregious statutory breaches, as mandatory prior approvals were wantonly disregarded by relevant officials who acted with increased and emboldened impunity. 3. there was no established financial management system of monitoring and verification to ensure that the Republic was obtaining the value for the money it was paying to SML, and that the payment channels to SML were set on automatic mode, detached from actual performance, causing financial loss to the public. Members of the press, investigation outcomes are based on the following events and analysis. The genesis. On 27 January 2017, Kenneth Nanaya Ofori assumed office as the Minister of Finance of Ghana. He would serve in this position till 14 February 2024. Barely 3 weeks after Mr. Ofori's assumption of office, SMEL was incorporated. That is Strategic Monitoring. Where do the full name? Strategic Mobilization Entrepreneurship Limited. That was how it was incorporated first, SMEL, on 14 February 2017 by a timber merchant, Evans Edusei, with the company stated. New China Mobile Mababy, Enrada, Yantia Samude, a Jabloni Tomuma, Bibiase, Jorobe, Yankoni and Kosha DC, Embra.
For China Mall, Santasi runabout. It was Santasi runabout. Kesepa Eneja Tuma Ashisano. Fire service Dunja, Omaya dear. Omakwa China Mall. Samo we saw some Kakaka Busia and Timi Ashisano. Kumasi Mayor, and so our Hano. For China Mall, Santasi runabout. It was Santasi runabout. Kesepa Eneja Tuma Ashisano. Fire service Dunja, Omaya dear. Omakwa China Mall. Samo we saw some Kakaka Busia and Timi Ashisano. Kumasi Mayor, and so our Hano.
Ebra Ejanation, KMA boss, Richard Ofori Ajema, the Edia Dodona, the friend Zuba, and Sukopie Mon, and same and or the Tuja.
The focus and they say other properties beyond this mall. Into your pequia before so ever other properties in the whole buying. Na Ejano, Antony, Anchor. So we have called for heavy equipment. What we want to do is that this structure in a compromise, we want to pull it down as early as possible to protect life. After that, fire service investigations for us to know what exactly may have triggered this sad incident. Then we are out of what fire service for Benjamin, and then we know the next step to take. But may passionate appeal to all foreign nationals or more war search investments. We should not cut corners. So we are doing avoid paying the right volume of money for electricity in the Uber Kate corners. The Yesabekano and papa. But what I say, and a lot of them like
Ghana Nibisia enono so ewo ejahihie ni mu a wodi wani echiremu ewo bibiani a michiremu a Western North region a honso enra ejabrane bi eto hon restaurants bi mu ewo hono mu a na enye fadi agro na ne ya ejane koto mu ni se restaurants hono mu no gas cylinder bi a ewo hono mu na eja eto mu a enam so ma eja no efa restaurants ho nyina ehihie ewo manfo a na mo benben hono nso so no ejapade ewo hono na say and Okoe.
I got to my food. My food. Oh, my food.
abusia ha na brebe makwa ameyade anopa no nsane fa kase anu nyina asie ena ase kase enkoma bonsa construction ene se wo Ghana na se wo amanone na se wo pese wo sidan wo to asase bibi e fa dan sie ni asase semu no fa kodan bonsa construction company wo ho se wo beboa ama wani age e wo dan sie no asase semu enkoto sika mu mani paboni ni emfa for numbers na egu screen so na ni mpani mfo ntwetwe nkomo obahwama wani age ama bibia so atoto na akwem eda production team as producer na Mr Collins ono ande gina camera echi mai ono aso na direct mai ene ayaso mu anope edi eje so ye mami nyako abro no mami ne
Osumpa hine bawa ayarega akupie na ba David ya sorry so na mami adwa santoa so ede omemu nsemu no ede abaso mu ene anope